What's going on, everyone? This is Kill With Me 08 bringing you some more Hidden Agenda. Alongside with me is my girlfriend Crazy Clown Girl and Smalls, and her brother Smalls, I should say. But this time I'm going to try to do it solo, since a lot of the stuff that we were trying to do can be a pain in the ass with 3 people or 2 people. So with the ending I'm trying to get, I do suggest trying to do it solo. And then the other endings are probably pretty simple, so that way you won't have to do it. You'd be able to do it with all of your other friends and everything. So with that said, let's get the game started.
In story mode, you're playing the game for fun. Work together to solve the crime.
This time we'll definitely see scenes that we've never seen before, because this time I'm going to finally find all those 3 clues in the Las Palmas orphanage, because if you do not get the most important one, which is trying to find the Father Rominsky's secret area, then you won't be able to get the ending that I'm talking about, because it just goes and just messes everything up. So just follow what I do and you'll be able to get it. And I figured I'd just do this all in one shot, just to show everyone and all that other good stuff.
Meeker, 1031, possible hostage situation. Extreme caution advised. Suspect description matches the trapper.
You ready for this?
Of course I'm ready.
Nice and easy. Textbook color. What's the play?
Vote for choices by moving your pointer inside the box.
Alright, so the first thing that we're gonna go through is we're gonna do cautious.
Doesn't feel right.
Over here.
Run, scope it out.
Split up.
I'll take the door around back.
Windows mine.
Stealth mode. I'll see you in there.
Use your pointer to hit the target before the timer runs out.
So what you want to do here is obviously complete the quick time event. And we're mainly probably going to do almost all the quick time events except when we meet Finn at the Jones residence. So this time we're going to choose partner.
Tom.
And we are not going to shoot Finn. We're just gonna let the time go right by.
Hands up now!
The target. Think before you shoot. You do not have to open fire.
Hands behind your head, no sudden moves.
So like I said, just don't shoot him, let the timer go by.
I will shoot.
Don't shoot!
Hey! Don't test my aim, fucker!
I am not gonna hurt her.
Please help me, please get me out of here.
And then we're gonna go commanding twice. We're gonna command him twice.
You know how we get into grade?
It's not worth it. It's over.
The hunt for the Trapper came to a dramatic end tonight as police from the 3rd Precinct arrested their primary suspect, Jonathan Finn. Finn is wanted in connection with a string of grisly murders that has gripped the city and claimed the lives of first response police officers. More on this story as it develops.
Ladies and gentlemen, the accused, Jonathan Finn, is guilty. Of that, there's no doubt. Your job is simply to determine how he is punished. This man, the so-called Trapper Killer, has terrorized our community with his brutal murder spree. Booby-trapping his victims so our brave first responders became victims themselves. These innocent people were targeted for no other reason than to play out Jonathan Finn's sick game. Jonathan Finn has confessed to every single one of these crimes. I ask that the court consider Jonathan Finn's voluntary confession of his crimes. He has spared the victims' families a prolonged trial, and in doing so, has demonstrated a glimmer of remorse. Therefore, it is my recommendation that Jonathan Finn be spared the death penalty and instead sentenced to life in prison with no possibility.
Give me 1 minute,
parole.
guys.
Thank you.
Jonathan Finn, you have committed crimes of such a depraved...
Sorry about that, guys.
nature that this court has no alternative but to sentence you to death by lethal injection. This court is adjourned.
Tap the logbook button on your app to read plot updates, view character biographies, and check the major ripple events affecting your story.
It was a completely and utterly random phone call. Had no idea who the hell it was.
Let's kick it off tonight. Our very own homegrown villain, Johnny Finn, the Trapper. Sucker's been on death row for 5 whole years.
I shall be right back. I'm going to grab a drink.
Hey, did you know one of the victims? Phones are open. Caller 1, you're on.
Hey, so, well, yeah, man. I mean, in my point of view, like, they can't fry this son of a bitch hard enough, you know? So he got messed up as a kid. That's no excuse to take it out on our finest boys in blue.
I hear you, but it ain't like our cops got the finest reputation, you know? Look at Marnie for one. Promotion to homicide, medal, the works. This gal's on top of the world, and guess what? Turns out she's dirtier than the rest of us down here in the mud. Mishandling evidence, improper conduct, who knows what else?
Damn. Guess you never know who's one of the good ones.
Good morning, everyone. Caught another pair of John Does this weekend. We're quickly racking up red names on this board, and I gotta tell you, unsolved cases don't exactly uphold the reputation we've built here at this precinct.
Just put Marnie the Magician on the case. I hear she's got a knack for making things disappear.
Son of a bitch.
Detective Calvary? I pretend you didn't just say that. You're dismissed.
Hey, Becky. Ignore him.
Calvary?
Everyone knows he only reported you because you're the biggest target.
Glad to know my accomplishments have earned me something.
You doing okay?
Alright guys, so I am back, and what you want to do next is click anxious.
No, not really. I feel like it's some big cosmic joke that Dick has my future in his sweaty little hands.
I know it feels like that, but...
Just give me 1 second, guys. I shall be right back real quick. Sorry about that, guys, but once again, it was that stupid random phone call. I apologize for that. So with that said, I'm just going to keep going on.
So just lay low, keep a wide berth of cavalry. They'll blow over.
And now we're going to go restrained.
Yeah, thanks.
So you're going to notice that they're going to be the same scenes that as I was doing last night. But there are definitely going to be some new, definitely different scenes.
I'm not supposed to comment on an ongoing internal affairs investigation, but if it starts affecting my best detective...
I'm sorry, sir.
Hey, don't apologize. You're a good cop. I have no doubt you didn't do anything to compromise the crime scene intentionally. The facts will speak for themselves.
Thank you for believing in me, sir.
You know, it sometimes feels like we don't have a choice in these things, but... you do. You got me?
Yes, of course.
I want to believe that. But I know the trapper's set for execution in 48 hours. Road. Know when you send someone to death row? I don't want you to be distracted.
And then we're just going to go dismissive.
Knowing Jonathan Finn's about to make his exit is what gets me up in the morning, sir.
Better than a cup of coffee.
Got your message. Heading to see your client now.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that.
Crazy about meeting Finn without his attorney present.
I know. Thank you for talking to him so quickly.
Well, he doesn't have much time left, does he?
No, he doesn't.
You want to give me a little preview?
Kind of a tough nut to crack. Be strategic.
Great. Any tips?
You need to get him to talk about Adam Jones.
Who's Adam Jones?
Better you hear it from him. You got a plan?
We're going to go with cynical.
If he's actually got something to say, then I'm ready to hear it. Call you after?
Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Your attorney says you have something you want to tell me.
Sure, but you ain't gonna believe me. No one does. I used to blame God for what happened.
At Las Palmas? The orphanage?
We were just kids. We trusted them. But I've forgiven them now. God teaches us to forgive.
Interesting.
If I gotta go out, I ain't going out a liar.
Then tell me the truth.
Miss Graves, I did not kill anybody.
We're gonna go impatient.
Listen to me. I don't like you. I believe in my duty, and that is to listen to what you have to say, but that window is closing fast. So speak up.
It was Adam.
Adam?
Adam was my best friend at the orphanage, and he killed those people.
Next is gonna be skeptical.
You know what I think?
What?
I think you just realized you're running out of road, so you're buying yourself a little extra asphalt.
No. No.
You come up with a nifty little nobody to take your seat on the stainless steel ride. But there's only one problem.
What's that?
He doesn't exist.
It's amazing how lawyers can just get under people's freaking skin.
Adam escaped.
Just to gain answers.
I found drugs. I was high from the moment I got out of there. And a couple of years later, a couple of centuries, hell if I know, Adam tracks me down online. And he keeps writing me and bringing up all that old shit from the orphanage. He says he knows exactly how to make him pay. So we made an arrangement. I rat myself out, I take the heat off him, spend a couple of months in the clink, and then wham! Trapper strikes again. Can't be me, because I'm in here. Makes sense, right?
Pretty convenient.
Convenient? Convenient is Father Raminsky running an orphanage. A fox in a henhouse. You have no idea what it was like in there. The playroom. Well, that's what he called it, but I think he was the only one who was having any fun in there. Cops never found it?
No.
Well, you can go see for yourself.
Not even sure if the orphanage is still standing. So where is he?
Adam? Now? No idea.
How can we find him? Gotta start someplace.
I got a place.
Where?
It's not, It's better if I draw you a map.
We're definitely gonna go sarcastic on this one. Just because it's funny.
You gonna draw me a treasure map?
All I can do is point you in the right direction, but,
Nope. You got words. Use them.
I kinda need to show you myself, you know?
And then we're gonna go curious.
So let's say you're
Curious.
You don't know where he is now. Sounds to me like
Hey, what's going on, new viewer?
I know what Adam's like. Kind of places he hangs around. We could go together. Check it out.
You gotta give me more than that, or you ain't going nowhere.
I can't take it! I'm not supposed to be here! It's not supposed to go like this!
Finn! Stop it!
This is insane.
Adam told me this wouldn't happen.
He told me I'd be out by now. He promised!
So the next thing that we're gonna go here is gonna be pessimistic.
Listen to me.
So that way we just keep going into this, getting inside his
even if it's
brain.
Might be a day late and $1 short. I'm sorry.
Day late and $1 short. Somebody's here's all knotted.
What?
Oh no, elastic. Elastic band.
How'd it go?
How do you think?
I got a report back on Adam Jones.
This is the one thing I do like about this game. Is that if you're a viewer, you can just pretty much just watch this as just watch a freaking movie, for God's sakes. It's like watching an hour movie.
That's not what I'm after.
Oh, excuse me. Except with the, I guess you could say theater.
And help the cops track down Jones.
Lana, it's too late.
It could lead to an appeal.
All we're doing is delaying the inevitable.
Adam Jones is reasonable doubt, Felicity.
The one that's broadcasting is the dude that's burping and all that stuff being loud.
Finn is not a good man. But he is not the Trapper. And if he dies, the Trapper is still out there.
So we're actually gonna go supportive on this one, so that way we can have Finn released into police custody.
Alright, let's take it to Judge Vanstone, see what happens.
Thank you, Felicity.
Don't thank me yet.
So if you follow
Thank you so much
what
for seeing me so quickly.
I do today, you'll be able to get the same ending as I do.
Yes, sir. I just spoke with Mr. Finn.
Now, in my experience, you light a candle under a man's ass, you can fly a balloon out of his mouth.
Sir?
Are you buying his story?
So we're gonna go skeptical.
I have doubts, but we do have a record of an Adam Jones at the orphanage. Same time as Finn.
Has anyone spoken to Jones?
He's been presumed dead for years.
That's quite a stretch, don't you think?
So we just get him into police custody. We're gonna go like skeptical, frustrated, and then we're just gonna go confident.
There's no way to know unless we try, sir.
You're full of surprises, Miss Graves. Well, if you were in my position, what would you do?
I think that he can help us. If you grant Finn a single-day release under armed guard, we may save an innocent man from wrongful execution.
I see. All right, Miss Graves. I'm going to grant Jonathan Finn a temporary release into police custody. But only for 3 hours, no more.
Thank you.
It was a good crack.
Hannah, you're not gonna believe this.
He actually went for it?
Surprised the heck out of me.
Wow. Nice work, Felicity.
Don't call me that. I'm gonna head over to Homicide and let him know.
Good call.
Nice work, Felicity. Don't call me that.
Thank you.
Don't
Bah.
call me yet.
I guess she gets all pissed off about that. That's funny. Do 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 do. And here's where we meet Calvary the douchebag.
Goddamn tight. Nailed him with a hostage for Christ's sake. Had to be one hell of a tale for you to go and.
So just we're trying to keep calm here. We're gonna go
I'm
restrained.
sorry to spring this on you. We all want the same thing. A man is about to be put to death, and we need to make sure he deserves it.
Oh, Jonathan Finn deserves it. Of that I am sure.
Who exactly was Adam Jones? Did he come up at all during the investigation?
Uh-huh. There was an Adam Jones at the orphanage. But you know what? Sorry fucker was killed in the fire that shut the place down. So the story kind of ends there.
Finn's got impeccable timing. You don't think he's full of it?
So scroll over to optimistic.
I think there's something there. Judge thinks so too. He's granting a temporary release into police custody to help find Adam Jones. Finn tells me Rominsky had a secret room at the orphanage. Called it the playroom. It's where he held his extracurricular activities. Does that sound familiar?
I remember something like that. That didn't come out in the report.
I was wondering, Mr. Hillary, so when you analyzed the bodies of the Trapper's victims, did you find anything that might suggest there could be another suspect?
Gosh, that was 5 years ago. I don't think so.
So no reason to suspect anyone but Finn.
I do recall only, submitting a partial analysis of the evidence because Mr. Finn confessed, so it seemed open and shut.
So there was more evidence left to analyze.
Well, yeah, trace signatures.
Do you have access to all that data?
Now just hold on a goddamn second. How can you even entertain the idea of letting this scumbag out of his cell? Finn had motive. He went through hell at Las Palmas. He hated the police. We even found his hair at another crime scene.
The RV park, right? That was the social worker? And, Detective Marnie, would you mind walking me through that night again?
I'll walk you through it in 2 words. Missed opportunity. Could have had Finn in handcuffs right then and there.
As much as I want to say hostile, we're gonna go restrained.
I'd like to hear from Detective Marnie, if you don't mind.
Sure. Catherine Hope was a social worker at Las Palmas Orphanage. We didn't know Finn had her.
Because Calvary's that one dude where you just want to punch him in the face.
A 10-8 at Hog Haven Trailer Park out by the highway. A break-in in progress. I was closest to the scene, so I went solo. Should have been a piece of cake, but that night everyone was on pins and needles because the trapper was raising Cain. And any one of us could have been next.
So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to search the area. And then what you want to do is find all 3 of the clues. And then we're going to help the victim. Oh man, just cracked my back in like 3 places. And with this, I will actually be playing the game, the whole game, in one shot, because the game is pretty much only like an hour long. There's really no point of me just splitting it up into a couple of parts.
I'm gonna see if VIP. Open exit on the highway, no perp. Gonna make an entry to the trailer.
609 acknowledged, caution advised.
So searching for the clues is pretty simple.
Search for the clues shown at the top of the screen.
First, we're going to look at the table for the bomb-making device. Then in the corner over there is a bag, and then just the footprints. Footprints, and then you just want to scroll over here to the bag, and then bing, bang, boom.
I'm having trouble with this one.
This actually helps out because I think what happens is if you don't get the bag, you won't be able to save the victim. She'll just randomly just say, hell with it, I'm out of here and running out of the house. Which is the crazy thing about it.
Help me. Oh, shh. Okay. Just keep quiet. Who did this to you?
I was in the bar. I don't know. I woke up here. Oh God, please help me, please. What's happening?
Okay, I'm gonna remove the timer.
Oh God! Oh my God, get me out of there! Ah!
Okay. Calm down, please.
Hurry!
Move your butt, woman.
Well, at least we only had one casualty that night.
Not that it did a lot of good. Social worker was killed in a hit and run a few weeks later.
It wasn't the kind of thing I'm eager to repeat.
Ben must have seen you coming. Got out before finishing the job.
Yeah, split so quick he left his gear behind.
So at this part, we're actually gonna go
It was very
admiring,
brave of you to go
calming,
there.
and then
I was,
polite.
just doing my job.
And,
And then
how did you link Finn to
when
the scene?
Felicity tries to act like a friend to
We ran the DNA
or Becky tries to act like a friend to Felicity,
He came up as the match.
He was already in the system.
Finn had been in and
we're
out
gonna
of
say
station several times
dismissive,
practically
otherwise
every
it's
day.
gonna wind up
When we got the tip,
jeopardizing
he
our
spotted at a spot. He just happened to be driving by.
ending that we're trying to get.
Fall on your lap, detective.
At least I caught him, Dick.
Uh-oh. Mama Bear's got a temper.
Becky, just punch him in the face. Punch him in the face. You know you wanna.
Okay, let's ease up on the pissing contest, all right? Let's at least try to pretend to work together.
The Trapper case shook everyone up. I think we've poured enough salt in all our own wounds for one night.
Sergeant.
I think that about covers it. Or anything else we can help you with?
All right, I've heard enough. Thank you, everyone, for hearing me out.
And thank you for eating up our entire afternoon with this shit.
Hey, Graves.
Yeah?
I just wanted to say that
Calvary's
He
Dick.
is such a
Don't worry about
douchebag.
You were really helpful.
Excuse me, guys.
Detective Marnie. Huh. A rat trap. Target number 1, Rupert Walsh, local undertaker, drunk, no apparent connection to Las Palmas orphanage. After the murder, the trapper rigged a shotgun to the motel door and the first responding officer was killed. Second target, Frederick LeMay, orderly at Las Palmas, drug charges, assaults, but no convictions. Trapper left his body in a pitch-black room and filled the light fixture with C4. First responding officer flipped the switch, and sayonara. Third target, Father Rominsky. The trapper had sewn his body wired to blow if he moved a muscle. Left him sitting in a prayer position, and he was forced to confess his sins, namely the abuse he and his cronies conducted at the orphanage. The first responder was... it was Sergeant Teller. A theory. While the first target had no apparent connection to Las Palmas, all the responding officers were from the 3rd Precinct, including Detective Marnie. Were the initial victims just a smokescreen, and the real targets the 3rd Precinct police? Why would he target them? Contacts.
Who would you like to call?
Now we're gonna call Sergeant Riggs. And the two things that we're gonna say is interested and then curious, so that way we can get more information out of Riggs.
Sorry for calling so late.
It's no problem. Can I help you with something?
I've been going over the Trapper case files, and I think I'm starting to see a new angle.
Yeah? How so?
Well, this is very loose, and maybe I'm just barking up the wrong tree here, but after all, every one of the responders was an officer in the 3rd Precinct.
Well, it's true that all the responders could be on purpose.
Aside from all being from the same precinct, is there anything else to connect the cops?
Well, back then the 3rd Precinct didn't exactly have a stellar reputation. A lot of those guys were into drugs.
And now?
Now everyone's eager to put it behind them. Things got much better. Actually, pretty soon after the Trapper killings.
What's your take on this Finn revelation? Think it's got legs?
Yeah, sure, it's got legs, but it's running on water. Finn's about to drown and he knows it.
Yeah, you might be right. All right, well, thank you so much, Sergeant Riggs. Another note, Trapper was Detective Calvary's case, yet Marnie arrested Finn. Something about the tension today between Calvary and Marnie feels like it runs deeper than they were letting on. Something seems fishy.
Cop go boom.
1016. Make an entry.
125 acknowledged. Caution advised.
This is the police. Anyone here? Oh, dear God. Sir, can you hear me?
Hey, what's going on?
So this part right here,
What?
we're actually gonna go concerned,
What happened?
and then we're gonna find all 3 clues, and then when stuff goes crazy, you're eligible to get a trophy, and
Police. Who?
you want to go relaxed, and then at one point you just want to go angry and tell the guy pretty much to go fuck off.
That's ridiculous.
They're still sorting through the mess.
Because you'll see.
Becky.
Excuse me, would you please stay clear of my working area? Thank you.
From what we can piece together, it seems like Calvary brought a prostitute.
God.
Brought her back here where, you know.
Track her down?
Only got a partial description. 20s, brunette.
Great.
Calvary put a whole clip in that wall and didn't hit one thing. Only blood here's his. And some Montesinos.
The responder?
Calvary's
What's going on, new viewer?
traps.
Fuck.
So yeah, it's pretty easy to find all 3 clues. What else? Fixing my shirt, leave me alone.
Every fucking 5 minutes?
You're right, every 5 fucking minutes.
And if they did it from the front,
Yes.
why would he miss? Oh God. It's really him.
Anything?
Nothing useful.
Becky, I'm sorry, but I have to ask you this. Where were you last night?
I was home.
Alone?
Yeah? So?
Shit.
What?
You need to be very, very careful how you handle this.
Why?
You gotta make sure you account for all your whereabouts. Everyone knows how you and Calvary felt about each other.
Tom.
You have to be careful.
When my ass spinning, I would have said the same fucking thing.
Unbelievable.
I'm trying to help you.
No, you know what? You can go fuck yourself, Tom.
Yeah, Tom. You dick. cop almost died.
Oh my god.
That's the end of part 1. Check
But
the
I
logbook,
still say that
fix
dude's
yourself a
fucking
drink,
suspicious.
and hit the box when you're ready to move on.
Don't trust that piece of shit.
I don't trust your fucking lawyer. I'm serious.
I find it funny. I don't trust the piece of shit fucking the dude that inspects the place, and my girlfriend hates the fucking despises the lawyer. It's pretty crazy. But I definitely do not like that Simon character at all. He's a suspicious prick.
And now, part 2 of Hidden Agenda.
Yes. This is where it gets nice and juicy, because I was making sure I did a quick gameplay earlier to make sure that whatever I had over here made a difference if we found all 3 clues in at the orphanage, and it does make a difference if you find all 3 clues. Makes a huge difference.
Okay, guys, settle down. Listen up. Hey, listen up. We lost a cop today. Another one won't be returning to active duty. And it could have been even worse. I know it's going to be tough on all of us. No one here ever thought we'd see the day that Jack Calvary went down for the count. Well, let's be blunt, he wasn't the kind to catch his flies with sugar. But he was one of us. And this atrocity cannot stand.
So we're actually gonna go concerned, and then we're gonna go restrained
And what about the
afterwards.
bomb, sir? Was it intended to kill us?
We got lucky. The blast exploded outward from the body, so when Hillary moved Calvary, the bulk of the force hit the wall.
I'm grateful I still have my hands.
Yeah, me too. Montesinos, not so lucky.
So you really think this is the Trapper?
Could be this Adam character. Could be the hooker. Until we have reason to believe otherwise, we are treating this as a Trapper copycat. It's entirely
Of course they
possible
do.
Jonathan Finn is somehow pulling the strings from behind bars. We have District Attorney Felicity Graves here to help with the investigation. She is familiar with the Trapper's MO. She's here to help.
You think Finn is guilty?
No.
One more thing. District Attorney Felicity Graves has negotiated
I
to have
think
Jonathan
Finn
temporarily released into our custody.
Come
I honestly think that Finn
I think this might be a valuable
story
lead,
is
and I'm
true.
going to follow it through. Anyone has a problem with
That's what I
that,
meant to say.
know where my office is.
Meaning he didn't do it.
Detective Marnie, I'm going to need you to look into Calvary's old Trapper case files.
Because we've been
Anything we could have missed.
trying to figure this out for days now.
Yeah, sure.
Ever since I started broadcasting this, and we haven't been able to find out, but we're finally
Jack
gonna figure
Calvary was
out
watching from whatever shithole he ended up.
who's the crooked son of a bitch in this.
I'm thinking it's the judge. Telling you right now.
How can it be the judge?
Because if you look at the camera and they did the video.
How you holding up?
It's tough losing one of the ranks, no matter how it goes down. But thank you for asking. Let you know if we find anything.
They're getting ready to move Finn for his little field trip. I'd like for you to join us.
So would I. If I can get out of the dungeon. Do we have a problem?
What?
Do you really think that I have something to do with this?
Becky, come on.
Oh, no, Tom. You come on.
Will you move, please?
Disappointed
We have to
for
be
this
honest
one.
with each other.
Honest?
And then we're gonna actually investigate
Everybody knows
Las Palmas Orphanage afterwards.
Some of these guys, they don't think you're all there. You've got to start watching out for yourself.
Tom, you're accusing me of murdering a fellow officer.
You had motive. I'm just doing my job.
You're my partner, Tom.
How can I forget?
We're supposed to be on the same side here.
I'm not on your side because I'm your partner. I'm on your side because I'm your friend. And you got more around here than you realize. Why do you think Riggs put you on case review?
He just wants me out of the way.
Maybe. Or maybe he thinks you'll actually find something.
Adam Jones was definitely at Las Palmas, same time as Finn. Allegedly died in the fire that shut the place down. Now, according to Finn, Jones grew up to be the trapper, but how can that be possible? Doesn't make sense.
So we're gonna go investigate Las Palmas Orphanage.
To the Las Palmas Orphanage, Father Rominsky is at the center of it. It's just too bad that the rest of the clergy took a vow of silence the minute things started to get hairy for him. But Finn told Felicity that Rominsky had some kind of secret room at the orphanage. Couldn't find any reference to this in the police records. I guess it's time for me to head over to Las Palmas and take another look.
Hey, what's going on, new viewer? Man, as quickly as they come in, they just go out. It's crazy.
Hello? Hello?
So right here, you definitely want to find all three clues, because I think that all three clues are important.
You can go.
I'm going to come up here to the painting, and then lastly down here to the photo. And this right here is where we actually start to see some new footage.
Oh, hello, ladies. Looks like Father Rominsky was a regular customer. Whoa.
So this time we definitely have to do the quick time events as well.
Right there.
Oh, that was close.
I will keep your cursor at the bottom of the screen and click it up. Right there.
I got it. Don't worry. Sometimes it... Sometimes it... The phone acts funny at times.
Stop.
Which drives me nuts.
Damn it! No. Marnie.
Headed to a house at 22 Huffman Road. Meet you there?
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
And then we're gonna go relaxed.
I found Rominsky's playroom.
Anything there?
No, not much, but he and
I shall be
Godfrey
right
have one
back.
thing in common. Hookers.
Interesting.
There's more. Someone was creeping around Las Palmas.
It could have been nothing. I mean, the place is like squatter heaven.
They bolted the second I made them.
I'll see you at the house.
Do me a favor and just make sure he doesn't try anything.
Oh, he can certainly try. Don't get any ideas.
It's good to see you again.
How are your bracelets?
Well, I can't feel my fingers, if that's what you're asking. You gonna help me out or what?
So right here, we're actually just gonna loosen the cuffs.
Here.
And then when we get back, when we get up there, we're gonna find the 3 clues,
So is this
which the
where
3
Adam
clues are
came out?
very easy to find.
This is where Adam grew up.
All clear. Couple squatter nests, but looks like they split.
All right, give us 5. Start the tour, boss.
Right this way. This room right in here. This is where Adam slept when he ran away.
Nobody's been here for years, Finn.
Well, I didn't say he'd be here to greet us.
So, the 3 clues are very simple. It's the tent, the box, and then the newspapers.
So you're saying that this is his, not some squatters?
Squatters wouldn't
And
care.
I shall be right back. I'm gonna have my girlfriend take over, but I'm just gonna do the silent mic and just keep following what she does. Thank you. Be right back.
What is all this?
Adam's pop was a pest control man.
You don't say.
He was a pretty good one, too.
Traps, of course.
The one thing Adam got from his dad was a knack for killing vermin.
Detective Marnie, Sarge says it's time to wrap it up.
We found something. Just need a couple more minutes.
How did Adam end up at the orphanage?
Well, Adam's pop would get so blasted he couldn't see a hole in a ladder. Beat his wife senseless if she gave him one crooked look. One night, she loaded up his double-aught, took his head clean off, right in front of Adam. Judge put her away for life. No parole, no visits from her kid. Guess it don't matter that if she hadn't picked up that shotgun, Pops would have killed them both sooner or later anyway. That's our justice system for you, right?
Murder's murder. It wasn't self-defense.
Maybe how you see it.
Doesn't mean she had the right to kill.
So yeah, Adam was shipped off to Las Palmas. Out of the frying pan into the fire, huh? You wouldn't believe what they did to us in there. Rominsky and that piece of shit orderly. And you know, we tried to fight him the way you're supposed to fight him. We called the cops. 3rd Precinct. And nobody did a goddamn thing. Not even our own social worker. So once Adam got out of that hellhole, he figured out his own way to make them all pay. Those cops? He knew their beat. He timed every murder to the minute. He knew exactly who'd get the call and exactly what was waiting for him. Cops failed. Parents failed. System failed. What would you do? You took out the people who hurt us.
It's not for me to decide. That's what a jury's for.
Yeah, so I hear.
Who gave him the right?
You know, I used to think maybe Adam's the only one who can see the world for what it truly is. See past all the bullshit. The evil deeds that lie in the hearts of men. But now I know only God has that gift. It don't matter much now. Once Adam got his man, he retired. And I'm about to pay the price.
His man?
Rominsky. His last victim.
That's not entirely true. Rominsky may not be his last victim.
What?
Detective Calvary was just taken out in a manner very similar to the Trapper's MO.
Cutting it close, my God.
What?
Nothing, I guess he wasn't finished.
Ah, shit. I need to take this. You gonna be alright?
I think it's time we all got out of here.
Hold up. I need to talk to you alone for a second. Just you.
Felicity, give us a minute.
Are you sure?
I'll be fine.
Hey.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
You still think I'm making all this up?
Less and less. But without proof that Adam's still running around...
I can get you proof.
No, you can't.
You're right. Not like this, I can't.
You're nuts.
Look, he's never gonna show his face while I'm on a leash. But on my own, I can draw him out, serve him right up on a silver platter.
Even if you're right, Judge Vanstone wouldn't go for it in a million years.
If he started killing again, he ain't gonna stop. Until he either gets caught or he gets what he wants.
Well, let's hope it's the former.
Then let me help you do it.
Why?
This is penance. Look, there's, something I may have neglected to mention.
Oh, please, enlighten me.
Adam told me that if I were to ever find myself free of incarceration, he'd reach out immediately.
Is that so?
You can make it look like I overpowered you. No one would have to know.
You gotta get your head examined.
It's the only chance you got. And it's my only chance to do one good thing before it's all over. Look at me. I could take you out in a second. Police would buy it. We can make it look real.
Prisoner 75422 is requested to be returned to custody immediately.
This is Officer 732 receiving request. Please stand by for confirmation.
Alrighty, everyone, and I am back. So now we're just gonna go angry, and then as soon as we do the angry part,
shut up. I don't want to hear
when he grabs you, we're just gonna let him take off, and then right there, once you do that, you'll also gain a trophy.
You're not going anywhere, cowboy.
But since I've already done this trophy, it's not gonna show. So.
Becky? Hey, time to wrap it up. Becky. Oh, shit. We need help up here! Now!
The notorious serial killer known as the Trapper has escaped from prison just days before he was to face the final curtain for his crimes. Jonathan Finn was responsible for the deaths of numerous first responders during a reign of fear 5 years ago. Officials warn that Finn is dangerous and any sighting should be immediately reported to the authorities.
All right, I want to know what happened. I want to know now.
So now we're gonna go defensive, and then we're gonna go polite.
You weren't in the room with him. He's a big guy. I doubt you could have done any better. And why didn't anyone see him leave?
Hey, don't even try. This one's on you.
Well, this is a goddamn mess, but we are gonna stay focused, and we are gonna get this son of a bitch back in custody. Tom, what's the status?
U.S. Marshals are initiating a manhunt as we speak.
Okay, get out there and help them. Anything they need. Becky, until we catch a break, I'm gonna need you working the case files.
Okay, I'll get back to it.
So, what the hell's going on with your partner?
Something's just not right here. I can't put my finger on it, but...
Keep an eye on her.
Yeah, I will.
Back to the beginning. The Undertaker. The one target Finn had no clear motive to kill. No.
And then right here we actually have another trophy opportunity, but it just won't unlock for me because I actually already did it.
Given her a fresh perspective. I'm gonna go see if she wants to be chatted.
Because I was actually just playing around earlier trying to figure out which stuff actually works and everything like that to get new scenes here. It took me a while to do so.
Yes?
Miss Johnson?
What do you want?
I had to write down all my stuff. So right here we're actually gonna go respectful, serious, and then sympathetic.
I'd like to speak to you about your husband.
And then I've noticed that actually works to actually gain the trophy.
Where was the cops then? Now you got a lot of questions for me. Maybe now I ain't got time for you. All right. You gonna tell me exactly what it is you want to know?
I might get my pajamas. I'll take a shower.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that your husband treated you like that. Sounds like he had it coming one way or another.
Yeah.
one way or another. That all you wanted?
I'd like to know if, your husband ever used the services of a call girl.
What are you kidding?
It's right there.
He suck his pecker at everything from high-priced spreads to gutter cleaners. I gave up keeping score.
Ma'am, have you ever heard of anyone by the name of Adam Jones?
A kid named Adam used to help my husband out sometimes before he lost his undertaking job, but that was a long time ago.
Could this be him? Maybe just grown up a bit?
Well, yeah, could be. Yeah.
Are you sure? Take a good look.
Yep. I say that's him.
Well, thank you for your time, Miss Johnson. Sounds like he had the same MO as Adam Jones's dad.
Detective Marnie?
On my way to see Simon Hillary.
At his house? After hours?
Yeah. I'm really starting to think there's a connection here with the prostitutes and the trapper killings. Hillary might have some forensic evidence we've overlooked.
Go easy on him, all right? He's pretty shook up from the fireworks this morning.
It's just a few questions. It's no big deal.
Detective Marnie. Hello.
I'm sorry to bother you at home.
Please. Come in. I can't believe how close I was to I can't even say it yet.
You got lucky.
You're telling me. Just another split second and... My God.
You examined the trapper's rigs last time. How did this match up? Same guy?
Yes. I do believe it's the same trapper.
How can you tell?
Well, the rigging in his nose, I mean, the only way to describe it would be artful. Masterful, even.
Do you remember Las Palmas?
The orphanage, the case from a few years ago. Unspeakable.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing some digging. The father there, Rominsky, seems to have a thing for the ladies of the night, which is starting to feel just like the Calvary case. And Walsh, the Undertaker. Hooker, same thing. Night of his death. That's just too many hookers to be a coincidence.
Huh?
Unless every single man in this town is a John.
Well.
I'm working on a new theory. It's just a sketch, but I think you can help me.
All right.
Was there anything you found that might point to the killer being a woman?
Well, there was trace evidence, yes. It's possible, certainly.
Is that data still available?
Of course. The records were archived when Finn confessed.
Are you all right?
Sorry? It's this morning. I'm still a little shaken up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. Something's fishy. It's like we've got all these tidy little puzzle pieces, but the picture on the box makes no sense. Feeling like there's a lot more to this than just Jonathan Finn, you know?
I'm not sure I do, Detective.
And now, the Calvary murder, maybe Finn's still a part of it, but what if someone else is pulling the strings?
I'm suddenly feeling very unsafe again.
Finn's Adam Jones apparently survived the orphanage fire. Worked for the Undertaker, Trapper's first Vic. The widow even identified him from a picture.
I'm sorry, I am still feeling very foggy after the explosion.
Now we're actually going to follow Simon, and now we're going to actually get something huge towards the case.
I'll get that all cleaned up. My apologies. I'm still a little scattered.
Don't worry about it. Here, let me help you. All right. I've taken up way too much of your time.
It's no bother. Really.
Oh, I know that you didn't get to finish your evaluation at the crime scene. Is there anything that you may have missed?
Well, I don't think so, but this was no typical attack. Whoever...
Okay, that was odd. Simon basically freaked out. And that hoodie. Was he following me at the orphanage? My gut says that he's mixed up with this somehow. Time to do some digging.
And now from here on in, I have no idea what's coming up. But all I did was pretty much doing the opposite what I did in my past ones. So
I need your pad for a minute to write on.
8:23 p.m. Revisiting the crime scene of Detective Jack Calvary's murder.
So what we're actually going to do is we're gonna find
Look at the bedroom first.
the hidden camera,
It's not that big of a place.
and if you want to find the extra clues,
Always have to
go
wonder
for it.
if the forensic team missed something.
And then we have to complete the quick time event, otherwise it'll jeopardize our it'll jeopardize the ending. And then find the blood splatter.
Ugh.
3 simple stuff.
Marks spread outward on the headboard from the origin of the blast. Explosion was highly directional. If Simon did know about the bomb, it's possible he could have avoided serious injury. Forensics confirmed that the bullets were fired from Calvary's gun. But why? Hey. Now what is that? Son of a bitch. Gotcha. Okay, now this is just... Huh. Okay, now who's this? orphanage. Dollars to donuts, that's the same hoodie I saw drying over Simon's washing machine. Shit. Wow. Well, I never thought I'd say this, but thank God Calvary was one perverted piece of shit. This is huge.
So right here, we definitely need to do the quick time event, otherwise everything will screw up. So I should know I've screwed up this accidentally once because I wasn't paying attention. And it fucked everything up. I was so pissed. And then right there, you should achieve an achievement, a trophy called, I think, Stalker, I believe.
I can explain.
Yeah, well, you damn well better.
I will. I will, just...
Could you start talking?
I needed to know.
Know what?
About you.
What were you trying to find out?
I know you and Calvary had issues.
It's putting it mildly.
That's exactly my point. The inquiry?
Jesus Christ. You too?
I have to look at this from every angle, Becky. You know that. If you wanted Calvary out, then you could have used Finn's confession to pin it on the Trapper. That's opportunity and motive.
You're right.
Because then
So is this right now.
Oh God, please.
this part will end, and then we go right to the temple bar, and this is where her and Felicity start talking.
Who? For you to think that I could do this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's the end of part 2. Hit the box when you're ready to move on. And now, part 3 of Hidden Agenda.
You still think it's me?
Becky, I have to be honest, but it does kind of look like you, and that's not going to help your case.
It's her.
So we're gonna go reassuring, dismissive, and then optimistic.
Why would I show it to you? I mean, why wouldn't I just kill you back at the cabin?
You kind of almost did.
Touche. The guy on that video? In the hoodie? Same guy I chased earlier.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Alright, so this hooker, she's working with the Trapper. Why? She lures them and kills them, and he sets up the trap?
The thing that I'm stuck on... Where did the hooker go? She goes into the bathroom, and the hoodie guy comes out. I did some digging on Simon Hillary.
What do you mean?
I kinda took a peek at his personnel file.
Took a what?
Then I found his high school yearbook online.
Becky, are you sure that's a good idea right now?
Well, maybe it wasn't the safest move, but whatever. It was worth it.
What'd you find?
I found Simon Hillary.
So? Are you saying our Simon is not the Simon?
What if he stole this guy's identity?
Bingo.
The timeline fits. They'd be
That's
about the
crazy.
same age. And look, you can see a resemblance. Adam supposedly died in the fire, then pretty soon after, Simon Hillary starts his training. He's been following me since the briefing.
Simon? Or Adam, I guess?
Yeah. He knew I'd be looking into old cases, and that with enough digging, they'd lead me right to him.
Damn it. I'm not sure if there's enough here yet for a warrant.
I know, but I can get this guy. We can get this guy. With your help.
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just lay it all out first.
Thanks. When Calvary was investigating the Trapper 5 years ago, he had one big blind spot. Prostitutes. The first target, the Undertaker. Met with a hooker the night he was killed. Father Rominsky had a thing for hookers. And now Calvary is killed by a hooker. At least someone dressed like one. If it is Simon...
Talk about getting hooked.
He's using a hooker to lure
Getting
his
hooked
targets
onto
into a
something.
premeditated murder
Hooked on sex.
Or maybe there's just... Maybe there's something we're missing. I don't even know what to think anymore. I feel like everyone's out to get me.
Don't worry, Detective. You're safe with me.
So we're gonna go relaxed.
I'll cheers to that. Simon knew Jonathan Finn started talking, and then he...
And then the last thing that we're gonna do is excited.
Everyone would immediately suspect me. Throw them all right off the scent. It could be why Finn...
And then we'll be going to the Hillary residence with Felicity.
Because he knew it was Adam finally making good on his promise to get him out of jail. What? Felicity, what?
Well, a search warrant for Simon's house is out of the question. But there is another way.
Like?
He knows you, so you could call him up for a drink, and while he's out here and you've got your eyes on him...
Seriously? You want to break into his house?
Well...
Felicity, that's illegal.
But we'd know for sure.
Fuck it, let's get him. Okay, great. Temple Bar. 10 minutes? Perfect. I'll be here. Bait's on the hook. Go fish.
Oh, here we go. Who the fuck is this bitch?
I had something to do with her because I think she drugged her.
She did drug her. It's obvious. Here we go.
Excuse me, I don't know.
If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times.
We're gonna investigate and we're gonna try to find all these 3 clues here. It's gonna be crazy.
Gorgeous, green, greedy money. And all we'll ever do is go on it until the day we die.
You forgot there's only one thing sweeter than money, baby. Revenge.
Shit. Time to go.
Makes me wonder what the hell we're gonna find in the basement here. Felicity, you're nuts for doing this shit. All I gotta say. Kick ass! I was able to find all three of the frickin' thingies.
What the hell?
God damn, I think fucking Finn is part of this fucking shit. What? No way. Maybe being pressured? I don't know. This is some fucked up shit. Like, this is driving me, like, crazy right now. What? I mean, I've seen this part before, so I'm not really surprised about this one. But holy shit, that surprised the shit out of me. We're wrapping up near the ending here, folks. This is some crazy shit. I'm trying to think if I should broadcast the other endings. It's crazy.
Judge Vanstone? Oh, fuck! Oh my god! Oh god!
What did she do to me? What did she put inside me, goddammit?
I'm gonna put.
She said, "What does she put inside?"
We're gonna put confused.
Who's she?
Yeah, I know.
A woman. A goddamn whore.
So,
What has she done?
for this whole time, we've been focusing on prostitutes. The prostitute killed,
Yeah, but I still think it's the lawyer.
I don't know. A prostitute killed Calvary. A prostitute, Father Rominsky likes prostitutes. And then the trapper's first victim also liked prostitutes before he was killed. I'm gonna go aggressive.
Who are you? Why are you doing this?
Simon. I know it's you, Simon. Adam. I fucking know.
Impressive work. I'm almost sorry no one's gonna get to know how good of a detective you are. If you will notice, there is a small heartbeat tracker on Judge Fitzgerald's
What the
wrist.
fuck, man?
It is synchronized to a cell phone that I have surgically implanted into his stomach. The phone is just a timer.
That looks fucking painful, man. Every time I see this.
The faster his heart races, the quicker the clock. Now, would you care to guess what happens when the numbers reach 0? Game over. For anyone in, say, a 100-foot radius, give or take, which will most likely include all the police who are swarming in to arrest you right now. Sometimes killing is the only option. You can try to run, but I can't promise you I'm not gonna pop that balloon a bit early. And there's enough explosives in there to level the whole floor.
Jesus Christ.
Sick freaking bastard.
Stop his heart. Stop the timer.
You can't be serious.
I can be whatever I want. You can be alive or you can be dead. That's your choice. Clock's ticking.
Sick son of a bitch, man. Jesus Christ.
So what did he say? You gonna get me out of this?
We're gonna stay with him.
What did he say? Could you get me out of this, please?
And then we're gonna shoot Judge Van Stone.
I'm really sorry about this. Shit. Shit.
No, 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 no. Please. No, no.
You have 5 missed calls.
Contacts.
And then we're gonna call our partner.
Tom Nelson.
Jesus, Becky, where are you?
Oh God, Tom.
We got a tip that you kidnapped Judge Van Stone. Said you were hiding out at the Elliott Hotel. We are outside right now.
It's a frame job. I'm at the hotel, but I think someone spiked my drink. Van Stone was all rigged up when I came to. He's dead. He's dead, and I couldn't save him.
Oh, God, just stay put. We're coming in.
No, no, I can't.
Excuse me.
Felicity, she's at Simon's house. She needs my help.
I'm sorry, Becky. I can't call off SWAT. It's done.
Alright, nice and easy.
Fuck! They're both fucking in on it. So we're gonna go fearful.
Please. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have come here. Can you just please let me go? I won't say anything, please.
Oh, shut up.
What if he's Adam?
I didn't lie to you, you know. Adam did promise me he'd get me off. He was just waiting for the right moment. Now Detective Marnie's gonna take the fall.
Busted his fucking nose open. Yeah, there we go. Oh, damn. Go, girl.
Come on.
We're gonna go with the window.
Read this.
So right here we're gonna flee, then we're gonna threat, and then we're gonna do something crazy.
Freeze! Freeze, goddammit, now!
Yeah, don't I know?
Then we're gonna go threat.
Yeah. She was bugging us all night.
Get out.
And then we're gonna shoot Riggs.
Don't make me say
We're
it
definitely
again.
gonna shoot Riggs.
Weapon, detective!
Let me fix this. I have got to fix
Marnie?
this. Don't make me shoot.
I said stand down! This is your final warning!
Oh my god, man.
Now, stop right there!
What the shit? So that ending remained the same, but what the fuck? Oh my god, this game gives me fucking goosebumps. It just makes me wonder if I should broadcast the other freaking scenes or not. Like, it just drives me nuts. And here's what happens to Felicity. Damn, this sucks.
Really?
Sorry, Mrs. Graves. This wasn't part of the plan, but that's life.
Oh man, I can't wait to see what happens after the freaking credits, man. See what else happens. It's so freaking crazy. Freaking both Felicity and fucking Becky fucking die. Jesus Christ.
Earlier today, Judge William Vanstone was kidnapped from his home and tragically murdered. Detective Becky Marney was shot and killed by law enforcement after resisting arrest. During a brief exchange of fire, Marney shot and killed her own superior officer, Sergeant Noah Riggs. Police have also confirmed the disappearance of Felicity Graves, the district attorney who originally prosecuted Jonathan Finn for the Trapper killings in 2012. There are still a number of conflicting reports regarding today's escape of convicted serial killer Jonathan Finn. Jonathan Finn is still at large and is considered armed and dangerous. An investigation is ongoing.
I don't know if Detective Marney was a trapper. I can't prove that. I know she had motive. Opportunity. Maybe. I guess it comes down to whether or not I trust her. I've been asking myself that for a long time now.
So what I'm actually gonna do here is I'm gonna just shut the mic off for now, and I'm gonna let the credits roll. The credits aren't usually too long, so that way we can actually see what other bonus scene that we actually get after the ending credits. So mic's going off for right now. Hey, what's going on, new viewer? You just actually just showed up as we finished the game. But at least you still get to see the bonus video here. That's interesting. It's still the same. It's still the same ending, which is kind of weird.
Whoa. You must have had some heck of a rat problem.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, everyone. So, with that being done, I'd like to thank you for joining me today. And if you'd like to see the other endings of Hidden Agenda, please comment below. Or, just please give me a message on my YouTube channel. So, with that said, this is KilledMe08 signing off for now. See you next time, guys.